Welcome. I'm boiling some water right now. What I'm doing is I'm putting together and gathering some equations. There are interior equations on the exterior of numbers. Numbers come inside, they jump inside. Let us welcome our consciousness. Welcome. Hug a tree. Within you, within your consciousness, vibrate with that tree. Feel that tree. Know of that tree. Are we the same we used to be when we first came here through Adam and Eve? Which story should we believe? It does not matter which story it is. Every story will be numerated. We will have the understanding of what was in the sky. We will also have what has been added to the story as to the diameter of the moon, how many moons over certain periods of time. By far for me, there is a story in the coded universe. And it has been coded because it was in the scripture. And the scientists, they named and they coded, and what we know today as the element scale. And we know it is coded when we know of weights and measures. Remember, in weight, it's a beta creation. It's in 8. There is 8, the B world. Where is the B world? How can I know any of this? What do I know? How can I know anything? What am I doing? The sciences. So now we have weights and measures and the elements. We have dots and dashes. We connect them. We have angles of the connection. We have hexagons and octagons and pentagrams and etc. We have the connections of Tesla's numbers. But what do we do with all this? What is this information? Besides getting the core cell of these elements moving on the grid of all creation. We're standby all creation that can tell a story more than just a design through the words and the values of these words by understanding what is a number, how numbers work and associate together, and then how does our alphabet, a letter, transpire into a number, and what gives the rotation, okay, that can associate time with the planets and the Mayans, the diameter of the Earth, diameter of the moon, the distance from Earth to the moon, the number of seconds, minutes, and hours in a day, how we can connect all these numbers mathematically and see what matches up. It works, and it is beautiful, right down to the cat and the dog. I'm going to begin in a minute. I'm having a conversation with my cat. How are you? You're looking at me and I'm looking at you. You're looking at me, I'm looking at you. You know, sometimes I look at a circle and I say, is that circle a circle for O, or is it a circle for what is 0? And I say the circle goes around one area only. The circle went around all the areas. Okay, no, a circle should equal to 20, right? A circle equals to 20 plus 5, 25. Now, the thing is, and just the only reason I'm saying this is because we're going to make a circle around 8, 4, 6, and 2. And that's going to equal to 20, right? But we had to go the extra distance around 5. So what we're going to have to do is back it up to 15. And the circle, or the letter O, is the 15th letter, and the 20th letter is the T. The thing about number 5 is the crisscrossing of the star system of going through 5 4 times, which is the pole that goes around number 5, equaling to 4 times 5, which is D and E, equaling to T. D, E, T. That is its reality. This becomes Earth's heart. This becomes Mars. They become TO. You want to call it overtime? Temps supplémentaire? It is 15 and 20 coming together. 15 and 20 coming together. This will be the darts. This will be the game of pool. Maybe we can also use it for 15 pin bowling. In pool, you have 15 balls. If you add up all the 15 balls, it equals to 120. But it's 15 balls for 2 players, equaling to 240. But as the 2 players come together, you're here to mix me up. I know it. I know it, Static Queen. I know it. I know it. You don't have to come on to the boat. You can just sit down right there. Just take a seat. Just take a seat. I really love you. I really, really, really do. But you confuse me. You take me away from the game. Now I'm a little thirsty. I'm going to just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Hey, what's up? You know who I am? Who am I? You okay? You okay? You don't have to swallow. It's okay. It's okay. So who is the cat? Who is the cat inside of us? Where is the dog? How can we find them? Well, I want to be the child, the student of the cubonic world that I chose to come to. And I am going to go into my book, and I already did this in a video earlier on in the day. And I am going to show you where I think and why the dog and the cat. Here it is. This is very simple. We have to be the students of God, the students of creation. We have to be learning what the alphabet is all about. We also have to go back and look at Sesame Street. And I am serious. I'm serious. This is very minute. It's like going to microbiology. I mean, you think a letter is a letter. You think a number is just a number. 2 is because of the separation. 1 is because of the center. What is 3? There's many things you can do at 3. 3 cubes. You see these 3 cubes came together, and these 3 cubes came together in an area, leaving 3 empty spots. That's what happened. But they could have come in that way, or they could have been turned the other way. There's two ways for this. What is above is below. So there's going to be two of these, right? The word dog is the numeric value 7, 6, and 4. Remember 4 and 7. Remember that, because that's energy, time, Jesus, the cycle of KKK, which is the void. The void. KKK, KKK, 6642. 6642 equaling to 18. K, 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 K. This way it equals to 33 and 33. This way it equals to 22, 22, 22, equaling to 66 and 66, equaling to what is 3 and 3, the rotation of the sun. Where does this come from, rotation and gateway? It comes from, let me show you. We have to take the perfect 7 to start with. And every single face, and we have to remember to bring all the tools. This is part of the tools of the face of this. This is in one piece. And at the same time, we can expand what is this into this, explaining the chaos that's going on for each one of these dots. This has 26 plus 1 area, I believe, is void in the center. That rotates what is 7. 2 on my fingers here, 2 on my fingers here, and then 2 on my fingers here is 6, surrounding one center area. 1 and 6. What is 1? What is 6? There are 12 inside crosses. There are 12. 2 and 2. Going around this way, going around this way, and going around this way. So that is 2 colors. 2 colors. So there's going to be 4 here, 4 around, and 4 this way. That's 12. 2 plus 6. 2 plus 6 equals to 8. And there's going to be 8 corners. There's going to be 8 corners. 6 and 2. So that's number 26. You're going to have 12 on the inside. And you're going to have 8 on the outside. Or what you're going to have is 8 times 3 and 12 times 2, 24 and 24. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. 6 and 8 equals to 5. It is a gateway. So that's what dog represents. The other thing is, it is the Z letter. So here is your Z letter. It can be done in a single cube. It can be done in a double cube. It can be done in a triple cube. Here is the word, okay, dog. After the first numeric value of dog, 26, it equals to 8. After we have 2 dogs, okay, this will equal to DC. We are now into the world of DC. What is DC? It is Earth, between Earth and Mars coming together. It is at 3.5, which is at the moon level, because what you have to do, you have to be going through a moon. 3.5, how can I explain it? Halftime is here. Full time is here. With Mars, we go here. With Earth, we go here. C and D. Okay. In the casino, when they call it any craps, okay, they're talking about 1 and 1, 1 and 2, and 6 and 6. So I have to, 6 and 6 equals 12, 1 and 2 equals 3, 1 and 2 equals 3, 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals to 3, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 5. I don't know if it refers to that, but it's the greatest gap between 4 and 3. It's right to the center. It's the same area. The entire center is the same area. Although you have to understand that even if we were playing with 26 blocks, there's no interference between 3 and 4. In the other houses, if you take a look at 2 and 5, there's a whole area, space, before you get to the center. You follow? Because it's going to take 1.5 to get to the center from there. Because I don't know if I'm explaining that properly. Anyways, this is dog, and dog creates the gateway. On the third dimension of dog, you will see it'll be in rotation of the sun, 6 and 9. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3. Where does that come from? It comes from here. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals to 1, equals to 2. So it equals to 33. That is your rotation in the sun. Are there any other ways to do it? Yeah, there probably is. I don't know where it is. So this is what happens, and then it becomes the rotation in the sun between the birth and the light. This is the way of the 9 months, the birth through the moon, right? It's the moon birth because it's 9 by 24 cat equals to 2160. This is your moon birth. It's 1.5 times what is a day birth. And the reason for that is the 1.5 refers to Mars. They're referring it to Mars. Not because I think so. It's because Mars is numeric value 51. Mars will create within its belly. Let me show you. Within Mars's belly, just trying to see if I have the 33 creation, okay, of the sun in rotation, birth. It is also if and si. In French, this word is this word. This word will represent Mars. This one is 6 and 9 rotation of 3 and 3. This will give you 28, which is the cycle of man. 28, man, cycle 13. So the man cycle 13 happens every 13 years. Okay, now it might be 13 years from birth, but 12 years after. I'm not sure. It's questionable. But when you multiply that, it will equal to 364 plus 41. I don't remember exactly what the 41 was, but I think it was your 11, 23, or 2 and 3, 1 and 1, 2 and 3, 6 and 5. This is your S, T, and D, R, D cycle creation. Your next answer would be, what is the 41 TH world? And I don't know if it has anything to do with this. A, B, C, and D. This is 41. E is 42. Okay. F is 43. This is where DC comes in. Okay. G, okay, is hold on a second. A, B, C, D is 4. So this is 42. I'm just trying to see something. What just happened? I'm losing my thought about something. This was first, this was second, this was third, this was fourth, making it 41. So now it's 417, 4. This is 5. So then it becomes BEH, and this is CFI. So you see where CFI comes in right over here? And this 147258369 has now been turned into a square. Yeah, I don't know how I did what I just did. I'm not really sure what I just did. I have to just give me a second. Okay, just give me a second. Let me see if I can do that. Just looking for something. Okay. There's nobody here right now. So let me check my Facebook. Then I'm going to check the what's happening on Facebook. Then I'm going to go and check what's happening on Odyssey. What is this Odyssey here? Odyssey's whoop, 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 whoop. Let me see Odyssey. You're live on Odyssey. So let me check out where Odyssey is. I don't see Odyssey because Odyssey doesn't show up. So you know what's really cool? I put myself a keyboard. Check this out. Check this out. I put a tablet here. I can push the tablet away. All right. I can pull the tablet out. Then the cat doesn't go on it all the time. I just put it here. I do my little thing and it's out of the way. You know, it's sturdy. So, yeah. Um, I need something to drink. Just give me a second. I'm going to get something to drink. I'm going to explain what I just did if I remember when I get back. It's so exciting. There's so many new equations that just keep popping up, you know. You can take a giant number and all you need is the decimal points to understand where it goes. Many things have to be divided. Can you divide it by 2? Can you divide it by 3? When you build up the star system, okay, after or any numbers that show up, you know, you take the numbers, you build them up and you divide them up. You usually divide them. The basic division is 2, 3, and 4. The reverse division of that to the what is to the spirit world is what is 2, 3, and 4. What is 6, 7, and 8? 6, 7, and 8 is the cube. 2, 3, and 4 is the birth. 2, 3, and 4 will create Xe, 9, 11. What creates phi is 22. And it seems, again, ape, 1.5 times something created what was ape is now man, ape. So that's you know what, that's something sewn together between two worlds. And the other thing is, it would be nice to know the how can I explain it? What is the difference in vibration? Also based on birth cycle between ape and man. Anyways, to jump off of that, the reason I'm asking that is because of consciousness. You know, I don't remember. It's around you, just like electricity. It's constantly around you. You breathe in what you desire to know. And for years and years, I thought these people were crazy ever saying any of this. But the more I play with the numbers, the more I see where the numbers connect. And then I might use these numbers in weights and measures. And if it has a relationship to weights and measures, it doesn't come from my doing. It comes from the whole world is relying on weights and measures. I'm just trying to see. It says I have something going here. I'm trying to stop it from going in and out. So if the whole world's going by weights and measures, why can't I go by weights and measures? If the whole world is going by the element scale, why can't I go by the element scale and weigh my numbers and balance my numbers and balance it by the sciences that was given to us? One of them is the calculator, in which it has the same 9 area spaces as a cube, which has the same 9 area spaces as Rubik's Cube. So it was once 9, is now 9 on 6 sides. I got 54. But in this 54, there's an equation. And that equation is 26 divided by 54 equals 26 divided by 54 equals. I want to do this both ways. The answer is 48, 1, 48. The ring, the sun, S-O-N. Buy and sell, the pole. Venus, 41 King, in between 88. Why is 41 in between 88? The sun is in between Pegasus. The sun representing what is red. The sun, what is representing what is red, what is blue. The sun is a passage, 5 and 4. It is a T-joint. You stop, you look both ways, or two ways come down into one. It is the T letter. It is a gateway. It is 9 times 6, 9 times 5. 5 and 6 is the end of the road between 1 and 1 creation. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 in the star system will now be 1 and 2 equaling to 3. We move on. We now have 1 and 1 and 3. 1, 1, 3. So 1, 1, 3, 1 through 13 equals to 91. Now we have 1 first and 9. Now we have 2 through 8 that sits perfectly, which is the beta world, which is the 2 world, which is 8. It's not 2 and 8. It's 2 times 4 equaling to 8. They're all paired up. They're all paired up. Let me see if I have it. They're all paired up. But the only ones you see on this cube, right? You'll see this one. So what will I do to get this one? I will get A plus B. A to the left, B to the right. Can we look at it that way? Would A mean a dice that's actually sitting this way? Should I not start with A and go B, B and B plus? Well, anyways, regardless, A plus B equals D. So how do I get, what happens if I use this cube over here? Let's call this one C and not, let's call this one, I want to give it a better meaning, you know. They're actually both 2s, right? They're both actually, you know, B2 and 2B. So what else can I can put here a G with this. And with this one, I'm going to put an A with this one. I really don't like A with that, but I'm going to put it anyways. And the reason for that is because this angle will be aigu, and this angle will be grave in French. So when I take this one and this one and this one, I can now create, okay, what is, so that's what it took. It took 1 cube, it took 2 cubes, and it took 3 cubes to create this. It took 3 cubes. A, B, B. The total is 5. But A times B is 4. So right away, the relationship, okay, is into the sun. This is your first one. Now, what did you get? You had 22, 2 and 2, and you had 1 and 2 and 2. There's going to be equations with all of these, but I don't want to get into that right now. I just want to build up a few things. So how do I get 6? How do I get 6? I get 1 here. And do I have any more of these? I didn't set any of them up. I would have to have, okay, I would have to have 3 separate cubes in order to create that. That's right. I'm going to have 3 extra sets in order to create that. 3. So again, 3. The numeric value to create it was 3. 2, 2, and 2. 2, 2, and 2, except there's a different value between here. You see here, the value becomes 2 and 2. But if I show you this, the value becomes 6 and 6. Here it's 2 and 2. Here it's 6 and 6. Do you know why? Take a look. We have the instruments that tell us stories. The stories right here. Take a look. Take a look. Going between east and west, okay, not north and south, going between east and west, it's 1 and 1. So between going here and here, it's 1 and 1 is 2. And here is 1 and 1 is 2. When we go up and down, 7 over to 4 is 3, and 4 over to 1 is 3. So it's 66. But the reality is it's not 66. It's going to be 44. Because the only thing that's missing between 7 and 4 is 5 and 6. But to connect them, we need the connecting chain, which is one more number. But there's only 2 spaces and 2 spaces. And in between, did I say that? 2 spaces and 2 spaces. Let me see what the between here and here, it is 1 space and 1 space. But in between here and here, what's in between here and here is 5 and 5. So now I want to show you something. That in between any number is going to be a half area. Being a half area, you are always going to say 5. So going in between 2 numbers that are 1 away is going to be a half area. So if I went between here and here, which is only 1, I will have to mark a number 5. And then going between here and here would be a number 5. So going between here and here, okay, is 1.5 areas. So here I can mark it. You notice it, but you don't notice it going this way. We're going to go to the center over here. Coming to the center, coming to the center. 1.5, 1.5. Anything to do at 1.5 is Mars. It's all Mars, all Mars. And I'm going to see if we can get back to this piece over here. Rotation of the sun, energy, and time. And hold on a second. Just give me a second. I have to take this message. Okay, no, everything's okay. I've never heard my phone beep before. That's why. I want to check something here. Just give me a second. Oh, and I'm down on Odyssey too. I wanted to check something there too. Oh. Okay, so 40, okay. Started 35 minutes. It says 1 currently watching. That's probably and could be me. Forever on Earth. This one's watching and also could be me. Okay, it says 1 person watching, but I think it's me. So I'm going to the kitchen to grab a little nosh, and I'm going to come back and hopefully I can explain to you the Mars vibration. You see, right now I'm a little, and constantly I keep doing this to myself. I'm really upset at myself that I haven't been able, after 12 years, but 12 years ago it was nothing, that I can't put together a small team to document and get this onto some software. The equations, where they come from, what they do. Does each equation have reason? Is there logic with its reason? Does it touch anything in this world? Is there any of this that's actually connected to something else? Yes, most if not all. Right down to the skeptical, better understanding of monopoly, and where the monopoly game is man. It is a board of 40, 19, 28, 37, and 46, all around the board. And then it is 20, equaling to 60. 10, 10, 10, 10. But in tennis, it's 15. So we have to look something else for tennis. Tennis actually says, I am. So I am going to the kitchen, getting a small little nibble snack, and coming right back, taking a 2-minute break. I'm going to write it down. Back at 40 minutes. Did I say I was going to take a little look on Facebook, what's going on? And yet, okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, and I'm trying to get to see if we can get a shout out to, I'm going to let you know who it is. I want to get a shout out to these people here, because I'm quite sure these people can do it. Where is my, yeah, these people can do it for sure. These people right here. Yeah, so I'm back at the 40-minute mark, so that'll be about a minute and a half. Our conscience, the conscience. What is something I can put in my mouth? Oh, you know what? I don't drink enough water, my son says. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have some water. I'm going to have some water. That's what I'm doing. Oh, yes, some water. And hold on. Okay, I finished making my concoction. And I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Just give me a minute here. Ow. Oh, I can't. Come on, cat. Come on, cat. I wanted you to look at one of these designs before I come back. Let me see which one it is. Yeah, the Monopoly car. What do you think about the Monopoly car? Okay, I got to bring this to the kitchen. Come on, cat. Come on. Go in the bathroom. Going to the bathroom. You know, there was once a time a long time ago. A long time ago, there was once a time I was younger than I was right now. During that time was a while ago, before I had the gray hair. And during that time, yes, we're gonna make that extra buck. Ha 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 ha. Look at that. Did you ever cheat anybody? Feel like you ever cheated anybody? Or how about you don't even have to cheat anybody? But because you don't really know numbers, and because of the of costs, that when we sell something, we're not sure if we're getting a deal, or I don't know why all of a sudden there's a Wi-Fi hooked up. Wow, that is weird. That is freaking weird. This is the third time it looks like somebody tried to come into my computer. So how do we do a search on this? Let me see. Stats, double click. Analytics, good. Disable, report. Okay, let me see what this is. Okay. You don't want to cheat anybody. Over time, cheating. What happens to cheaters? Imagine if we lived in a perfect world. What would that world be? And how perfect would it be if it was a perfect world? If it was a world and it was a game, it was a studio of art. We can see colors. Not all animals can see colors. Did you know that man and animal between A and I, where A goes over to H and B goes over to I, 5E can go over to A, as 5E can go over to I. So when you have an E inside of a word, you can go towards A or you can go towards I. So you can be having 51 or you can be having 59, the spirit in the birth. The EIO world that comes from Mars. And inside what is Mars, okay, is B, C, and D. To what is in between this coveted area, I am not sure which way to go with this. If I took this in gematria, what would be 5 and 5 connected torus? This is what I would see with this. I do not know how far I would have to go to understand the own what is the geometrics of this? What are the geometrics of this? Do I have to come down here? Is this coming down here? Does this go down here? Is this supposed to come down over here? And this come down over here? Well, I don't know what it's trying to actually tell me. Is it telling me something about the E world? Is there going to be a plug? Is it two V's that created a W? And do not forget in Chaldean, right? In Chaldean, okay, the numeric count for Chaldean is not the same. In Chaldean, if I was going to use different numbers, you see, everything has to, this is Chaldean, okay? This is the alphabet in Chaldean, and it goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see, there's Chaldean 8. There is what I call the regular numbers. I don't know what you have to call it. There are the numbers alphabet. This is 8, and this is 1, and then this is 1, and then it is 8, 26. And what's funny about this? 5 times 2, 10. 5 plus 2, 7. Everything fits. The reverse of 8, the reverse of the 8 void is the 6 dot. 8 and 6 dot. We can look at it another way. When the 5 and 3 are on the side 8, right? When the 5 and the 3, the ring of the cube, 5 and 3, we will then have 4 and 2. This will equal to 6 and 8. This will equal to 2 plus 4 equals 6. This will equal to 8 and 15. You notice one ended up on the plus side, 2 times 4, and this ended up on the plus side, and this ended up on the multiple side. We have to understand numbers, what's going on. And don't forget, is this an addition or is this an addition? So we also have to understand, is this a new addition? Now the word new, and it's so ironic because the word new, the N, the E, and the W in the Pythagorean way of single digit counting, it is 5, 5, 5. It is 5, 5, 5, 14, 23, 0, 5. Just give me a second, and then it becomes, this is in numbers, and this is in Chaldean, and this is in gematria. In Chaldean it becomes E and N equals to 5, and W equals to 6. W equals to 6. And then G equals to 3. G equals to 3. And just give me a second here. Just give me a second. Or NEWCG, which is also P. P equals to 6. P equals to 6. And just 1 second. And Y equals to 1. Y equals to 1. So G7. So hold on. NC. So we have NEW. I got sidetracked. So this is 5. This is 5. And this is 6. 5, 5, and 6. And then in gematria, it's going to be N is 1 and E is 5. WXYZ. WXYZ. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Just to let you note, 7286 on this planet. Okay. 7286 on this planet is, you can look it up on Google Maps, 72. Let me see if we can do it together. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I got it. Just 1 second. I'm looking for something. I'm looking. You want to watch? Here, watch. I want to show you. I want to show you. You take a look at this from a distance, right? Then you bring it closer and closer. Start to see forms. And it's funny the way you can swerve it around, right? Like you see that Australia's here. Now I'm not really sure how it works, but you see now I got it here, and now I can put Australia up at the top in the center. So we have this over here. So we have to look at it. Now you bring it in just a little bit. We have to look at the artwork that's surrounding it. Looks like a Canadian beaver. You see this area over here? See the eye over here? He's chomping away at a piece of wood over here. And then on this side over here, it looks like I'm not sure, and a couple of ghosts riding the skies. This, my friends, if you look at it, this is what we live inside of. I'm not saying the earth is round. I'm not saying the earth is flat. We live inside of it. The sky is high up. Okay? We need to have a dome. The dome is called the ozone layer. It is over. So we come down, and we come down to some planets. And then where's the kissing planets? Here they are. The kissing planets. Right over here. Right over here. He's got his butt up over here. He's got his nose, the long aardvark over here. Big ear over here. Somebody's riding. Look at that eye. See the eye, the mouth. They're both looking at each other. Where is that? That's Alaska. So that's Russia and Alaska, right? Is that what it is? So here's Russia. The Yukon Territories, BC. So somehow I was able to move Russia onto this side. How did I do that? How did I move? Is that why the planes fly differently? Because Canada, right? You see the big bear? See the big barefoot over here, right? Coming up to touch over here. I think is it Russia or Alaska? You see those two big faces coming out? Two big faces ready to. Anyways, we're not going to look at these pictures anymore. What I'm looking for right now is here's Alberta, here's Canada, Ontario. Okay, this is what I'm looking for right over here. This is where the little doggy comes in. There's a lot of faces in here too. A lot of faces. I think we're going to look down here somewhere. Let me see. Okay, we're going to go right down here. And we're going to look. Where is 72? 86. And 43 is what half of 86 is. 26 is the house angels at minus 47 time of light. So I like what it says. I like these numbers. So where is my jiggity? Where is my jiggity? Where did I actually mark it? Where am I? I'm near Baffin Islands on the Big Beak. That's where I am, wherever this area is. Is that where I moved to? Hold on. I'm off the scale here. I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. Okay, here's the 86 is, oh, there's the 86. It's about here. This is about the marking. Okay, I don't know if I can, how to move it. Where's the, whoop, let me see. I just want to see where the actual, see, that's where the 86 actually comes in, right here. Right here. The 86 comes in 70, 72 at 28, 86 comes in right over here. So wherever this is, That is where my 7286, and it comes out to another place also in the planet. And here's Devon Island just over here. So I want to just do something for a second. Just I have to look at a message. Okay, I have to look at a message for a minute. I'm going to show you the reason I'm looking at the message just in 1 second. Okay, here.
Should have never chose me. Yeah, I should have never chose her. No, now I'm in the same predicament that you was in back then when you was around with her. A hoe just gonna be a hoe, and it's still gonna be a shit. But now my money long, real long, and I just couldn't get too fucked. You should have had a check. Hold on a second. You could have had a check. Hey, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
This is not my music. I don't know why the music is playing. I have to take that music off. Sorry about that. Look, Devon Island, Mars. Every picture is the same. Devon Island. Okay, so now this, where this is, okay. Sorry, I shouldn't have put that on. So you see what happened, where this comes from? And I got it forwarded straight up Patriot. Mars is in Canada, so you see. So yeah, so that's it. And here it is. Here's Devon Island, and my 7286 is right here. Wow, facing it. What is going on, eh? What is going on? What are the pictures? Okay, so let me have a little sip. We're going to get back into the numbers. I don't know if anybody's here, but we're going to get into the numbers anyways. Give me a second here. Okay, it says one currently watching, Mr. Tackpans. That's me. Okay, now this is so weird. This is not the first time it happened. I don't know who's trying to come and see my videos and my stuff. I ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing. So if you want to help support the channel and take this another level, that would be just beautiful. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just 1 second. I have to check this. What happened here? I'm all good. Okay. Yeah, it went down, it came back. So what it is about the word new is in French, it's neuf, N-E-U-F. In English, it's new. And it's just so weird because neuf means brand new. It just means it's also the number 9. Okay, and it's impartial to what is egg. 14 and 5 and 21 and 6, 27, 19 and 27 equals to 37 equals to 46. We have to know how to interdimension our numbers. And I do that through Pythagorean by lowering sets of numbers. When I'm adding them up or subtracting them, I always bring them to a certain region for a specific reason. One of them would be the Pythagorean count, where I count each number under each number to the total number and then count it down to a single digit. I might do what they call in Scrabble the single letter count, which means the number above and the number below. Whatever the total is, I'll count it to a single digit. Or it'll be a word count that I'll count to a single digit. I might do each letter to a single digit, like the N will be the 14th letter. 1 plus 4 equals to 5. So when I finish, let's say I use the word nice. So it'll be 14, 9, 14, what did I say? Nice. 14, 9, 3, and 5. 14, 9, 23. Here, I'll write it down. It'll be easier. So the word will be nice. And the word is 1, 4, 9, 3, 5. 23 and 8 equals to 31. So this is a capital letter 14. We have to remember that one, okay? Very important number, number 14. Very, very important number. 1 between 4 creates everything into quarters. And then Earth. And then the division creating the 120 times 3 instead of the 4 times 90 equaling to 360, equaling to 360 times 4 times 4. It happens 4 times in a day. 4 times in a day. So the word nice over here will be 5, 8, and 9 is 17 plus 4 is 21. It'll equal to 22. This is your basic creation. 1, 2, 2, and 3 anyways. So what's next going to happen is that where did 5 come from? 5 came from the number 12, 3 came from the number 11, 9 came from the number 14, and 14 came from, I don't know. Oh yes, 14 came from number 65. Star system math. Prior to what you see in front of you. Prior to what you see in front of you, I'm not happy. Hold on a second. They shut my computer down. I opened it back up. They came in. They're watching us, so don't worry. It's okay. I don't know who they are. Whoever they are who they are. Come in, come on, come all. Come in, come on, come on. I'm trying to fix my Logitech. Okay, let me go to Task Manager. I got to fix something. Okay, let me go to Task Manager, and tasks. Just hold on. Camera settings, application, and task. Okay, now what I'm going to do is Logitech camera. Okay, advanced. Okay, fix that. Okay, so now we can fix that. Where are we right now? Yeah, we were working on the word nice. So when I said the single digit, let me finish with this, okay? When I say the single digit, 4 plus 1 will equal to 5. So I'm going to count the whole word out to 22. Or what I can do is count the whole word out, and then 2 plus 2 equals to what is 4. But in star system, it'll be 4 and 4, creating what is the difference between day and between nice. What is another word for nice? And don't forget, there's another word, many other stories inside of here. Let's not get to this. And again, I'm back to ape. Ape 22, monkey. And where do you get the monkey from? You get a 10 and a 12. That's where you get the monkey from. We have to, I want to take a deeper look into this, which would be 17 and 15 equaling to O equaling to Q, equaling to J, and equaling to L. I have to understand low JQ. Just going to leave that out for now. So the thing about what is NIF, it is the number 9. The thing about nu, you can also, the thing about NIF, the numeric value is 46, which will equal to 34 mathematically. It's going to be the house of DC. Nu is going to be 37, is going to be 42. It is going to be a gateway, a divided house that will create DC in the second dimension, because this mathematically will create 6 and 8. 6 and 8 is what? You see the cubes. Remember the cubes. Hold on a second. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Where is it? So many things happen. I can't explain everything, but 3 and 3 will create 4 and 4. 3 and 4 and 4 and 3, we create 77. In fact, cold is 34 and hot, okay, is 43. They total 77, which equals to 14, which equals to 54. And 54 is the numeric value for the word sun. And the word warm is what comes from the mixture of hot and cold, in which, yes, you are still going to put more hot than you will cold just to get it warm. Remember that. Always more hot than cold to get it warm. You have to remember to cool down space. So what we get with warm is number 55, and that is a word for freedom. Freedom 66, freedom of the gateway. And the word why freedom is because the insurance company, okay, the insurance company was pumping it out. They were pumping out in the spirit of 76 and the freedom of 55, okay, and then they pumped out again, okay, which was drive alive at 55. It was just for the speed limit, right? Just like warp limit. Remember what the IT, that is the birth. Remember the word limit. 949. Just remember that is 13 and 13. It is between 3 and 2. It's a, how can I explain this? If I wanted to really explain it, this is 1000. This is before 1000. This is 1001. And this one, no, this is 1001. And this is 999. Let me look at it that way. This is also the end result in the birth from the sun, number 29. What is going to be recreated through this is going to be the K and the R. The cube, the 2 cubes of creation, because K is going to be 11. 2 worlds of creation. How do we get 2 worlds? It's when we start, I have to go on side here. How do we get 2 worlds? Crisscross, 1 and 9, 10, 7 and 3, 10. So when we do that, it comes out in the corners, right? 10 is 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. So you get 1 and 1 from what is 10 and 10. So 20 is actually 1 and 1. 2 plus 0 is 2. 1 and 1 is 2. Same result. So what happens with nu and why nu fox is because nu, the letter, these are all 5s, right? And the reverse so yes, this is nu, n, which is 5, but neuf in French is 9. And what's funny about that is that if neuf in French was 9 and the reverse of what is new, they're both new, but this one also says a number, but it's also 5, and the S looks like a 5. So I'm not sure if you can look at that. But this is in the 5 family. Okay, the N, E, and W are in the 5 family. The N and E, 55. There's one other piece I wanted. There was another connection. Yes, because we're talking about 9, how 9 and 5 connect. We're talking about 9. And right, they're 5, 5, and 5 in this house for new. But anyways, the other word for 9, I don't know if I want to get into that. No, I wasn't going to get into that. I'm going to get a glass of water. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to try and see if I can finish off with what I started with Mars. I think I do have a slightly decent program for tonight, and okay, so I'm running to the kitchen for a second. I'm going to get something to drink, and I'm going to come back. All I have is this, 2 of these. I'm stuffed, stuffy. Hey, kitty cat. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Oh, I thought I brought a water with me. What happened? Didn't I bring a water with me? Okay. Now let's see if we can move on to the new vibration. So what is this? This is 1551. I'm using this in Roman numerals. I can do it in regular numbers. I don't want to. I'm doing it in Roman numerals. In Roman numerals, the V in the regular language and alphabet that we use is the 22nd letter. 8, 8, 10, and 12. The reason I use 10 and 12, sorry, right, 10 and 12. I will also use it as 13 and 9, 14 and 8. 15 and 7, 16 and 6. And at 17, I'm going to bar the rest at 17. And the reason for this element that I just chose to do is because when you play the game of blackjack, okay, when you play the game of blackjack, black 29, jack 25, equaling to the dark sun. You know what this equals to? 27. The dark sun of the Venus gateway win a big red sun. But for some reason, I have black in this one. This is where 18 and 11 come in. What 1 and 1 will do and what 1 and 8 will do. What this one and this one, right? This one, what 1 and 8 will do. This one, what 2 and 5 will do. What is created within. So can we? What are we going to look at this? How many dimensions can we stick our neck out for? Can we stick our neck out for one more dimension? Let me see, and then bring it down here. We came out to here, and we want to bring it down there, and then we're going to cut out to here and here. Is that what it is? So we created another brick. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. What's that going to add up to? What's that going to add up to? 2, 3, 4. And if it's 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, do you think that the other one will be 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2? That way we get 6, 6, 6 on all the bricks. The opposite side will say 4, 3, 2, right? Is that we and this one, or would you want them to all create to what is the seventh gate? So on one side we'll have in between we'll have 4, 3, 2. On the other side, should we have 5, 4, 3? Which one is better? I'm going to use this one right now. So we're going to use 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. We have to try all the equations. Is 4, 6, 8, and this becomes the seconds in the day. If we 1/4 size this, I think it becomes let's say we 1/4 size this. How do we 1/4 size that? 468. 468 divided by 3 equals 156. Okay, that's going to be an equivalent. Is that an equivalent of 12? No, is that 13 moons times 12? 13 times 12. 13 times 12 years, equaling to that 3 and 4 DC OF within the Cuban vibration of Mars. Cuban vibration of Mars. So if you say the cube in vibration of Mars, think of Cuban, maybe think of language, maybe think of cigar. What is within the word Q, okay, and ban, or B and AN? Anyways, let me just jump off of that. And this is what this part is. My next addition to 468 of 234 will be 6, 9. And you're going to think of putting, I'm doing this to the single digit, and it's going to be a rotation of 6, 9, and 3. The actual answer is going to be 2, 0, and 7. So this is going to be the rotation in the gateway of Venus. This is what it says right over here. Gateway of Venus. So yeah, so this is what happens. 1551. 1551. Mars. 5 and 5 goes into the center. 5 times 5, 5 plus 5 equals 2. 25 and 10 equals to 35. So if I leave it at 35 and just add it up to 8, it'll be 1, 8, 1. That will be that equation within the heavens of Venus. Mercury pass within the heavens of Venus. Venus is all the 2x2s. Venus is all about the 2x2s, and Adam is all about the 1x1s. What's left over in the ABC cycle is 90. That is January. That is your birth. The reason I use 47 is because it's a numeric value for time. 47 is time. If I do it this way, I have to understand what my divisions are. My 2 division, my 3 division, my 4 division. My inverted division, inverted revision to create 1, the center to all. That is what I'm creating. By putting 1 and 9 and 2 and 8 and 3 and 7 and 4 and 6, all crisscrossing through 5, I will find a balance, or around 5, understanding what it is to go around 5. You go around 5 to this side, to this side. So you'll only have to go 2 this way, right? If you want to move on this calculator, I hope I can remember everything I'm doing, right? I just hope I could. Okay. Okay, let's just make it easy. When you want to move around 5, Let's say you're at number 7 and you want to go over to number 3, right? That is going to be how many moves? 6. There's going to be one area here and one area here. Only one area to move. One. The largest area space between 7 and 5. This is where the 6 area landing is. The greatest space, 6, through the moon. 8 and 4, the area space is 2 here. The area space is 1. It is 3, 5, 6, and 7, where 6 comes in through what is 5 and 7, but the 5 and 7 is within the 6 because you do not see it. It's all together, enabling it to come through the moon. Within this dimension over here, there is also only what is a 1 difference. Here, there is only number 7 the difference. Here, it is only number 6 the difference between the birth and the gateway into the heavens of the E-world. The next row of numbers will be 1, 2, 3 again. So between here and here is 6, 7, and 8. Between here and here is just 7. So what happens? Okay, between here and here is 6, 7, and 8. Between here and here, okay, is just number 7. So you know that this 6 and 8, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals to 8 equals to 6. You know that you are in the gateway supported by the 7th gate, other than what is 6 and 8 here, okay, compared to what is, hold on, this way, this is where the 7, yes, in this way, between this way and this way. And understand that 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 will create this. Okay, but if I flip the opposite direction, okay, 2 times 6 equals 12 equals 3, 2 plus 6 equals 8. So it does not do it. It'll recreate this number and this number. The dog recreates 3 and 8, and where 2 and 4 will recreate 6 and 8. That is compiled in between E and I. And there was something else that I wanted to say. My God, I hope I don't lose it. Wow. Yes. So anyways, so if I want to go from not 7 over to 3, I don't want to do 7 over to 3. I want to do this one being 1 and this one being 9. So we're not going to use the calculator. I just want to do it this way, right? So what I would do is I would go 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to make 4 moves to go from here over to here. I have to go 2, 4. But did I have to go around number 2 down? How many moves did I have to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. I'm just trying to think why there's 8 here and only 4 here, where actually there's 4, 5, and 6. And one of the things I think about again, first I find reason that one goes around, one goes through. The other thing is it's a skeleton. These are all bookends. If it says 1 and 6, it goes to here. If it's 2 and 5, it goes to here. If it's 1 and 6, or if it's 3 and 4, it goes to here. So it's just the arrangement. Well, then where is planet 7? Uranus has something to do with Venus. We have to pay attention to Uranus and to Venus. Okay, but the coming in towards each other, right? When Neptune comes towards Venus, you have to understand that they are united. right now because 5 coming towards 5. What does that mean? Hold on. It's not 5, 5. It is Uranus coming towards Venus. That would be 33. When Uranus comes towards Venus, that is where the sun partakes. And the reason for that is we have to find a middle point. So the middle point between Uranus, number 7 planet, and the 2 planet is, sorry, I think I made a mistake. The separation between Venus and Uranus, oh right, and Neptune. So the difference between Venus and Uranus, okay, is going to be, let me see, 2 and 7, 2.5. 2.5. Earth is that actual number, 2.5. It is the Earth gate. It is the Earth gate. Just hold on a second, JG. Yes, it is the 10th gate. The Neptune, okay, so this one is 2.5 equals to 4, 5. Okay, it is the 10th gate. It is the Fox Pass. It goes, remember where we got the T from? It is for crossing over the 5 area. Crossing over the 5 area 4 times equals to 20. That is the crisscrossing of numbers through the 5 area. But in reality, we're not allowed to really cross, make an X through the 5 area. We can do it, but the squares that we use might not be the 9 squares that we need to use, because then we X out a spot. You see, if you do that with 4 squares, right, you cut everything in half and you cut nothing in quarters. But when you do it with 9 squares, or you do it with 1 square, you cut the 1 square into quarters, and you cut the 9 squares into 1 square. 1 times a square is into a quarter, and then you get 4 times the square, okay, which are 4 times into a half, into 1 half, and then you got 4 times 1 square. So there's different situations with each box that you participate with. I am thirsty. Hold on a second. A few minutes ago, I was working on this. Then I jumped to this, tried to explain the birth, matter, and energy. All of creation comes from what is 1 times 1 equals to 1, 1 plus 1 equals to 2. 1 and 2 is what creates 3. The 13th letter, 1 and 3. A, B, C, D. I'm just trying to see, equals to 10. Just trying to see how it works. 10. And then what happens is we go to C, and then we go to C, and then we go to B, and then we go to B, and then we go to A, and then we go to A. On A and A, we are stand, and we are stand. Stand, stand. 39 and 18. Stand. 47. We stand on time. Stand. 8, 14 and 4, 18. 19 and 20 is 39. 49 Is that 58? Did I make a mistake? 39 and 18. Right, equals 57. I'm not going to use the A. I put the A within it. Okay, so it's 57. Okay, 57 stand, A and B, will create what is time 47. In the creation of what is M and E, 1, 3, and 5, which says ace, sun, we're not going to get in that it is the 5 and 13 in pool, also referring to equaling to what is R, or the oceans, or moving of the oceans. 4 times this equals 52, equaling to 54, equaling to the sun. 4 times 40 and 12 equals 52 and 2. 52 and 2. Don't tell me about the Joker in the sun. So now what we have is 10 and 3 to one side and 10 and 3 to the other side. And this is your delta angle creation. It is a split angle. And the reason I do it this way is because the gold 11 is always on the top. 7 come 11. This cube reverse will always be 7 come 11. There are 9 on every side. Count the dots. Count the dots and count where there are no dots. Imagine all the sides are 9. So no matter what I show you, you must say 9. I show you 9. 9 minus 3 equals to 6. I show you 9. 9 minus 4 equals to 5. 6 plus 5 equals to 11. This is a representation of what is 7 comes 11, the split of the DC world, birth. You can look at 100% of time, or the pole of time coming into what is time 60, 60. Put 60 seconds on the clock on each side of the clock, and let's break time up into 2 parts day and 1 part night. And then again. So where are we next? Let me take another little drink. I am a little hungry. An hour and 35 minutes. Nobody's asked me anything yet. So I think I reckon to take a little break for about a minute and a half, recalibrate, and come back. We're going to get back on to what is 5-1 and 5-9. What is 5? What is E? What is so important about E? E is the center between what is 2 numbers coming together from 10. I'm not talking about, first of all, the greatest diameter apart, right, is always to put the beginning, like the rope, at the other end at the same time, understanding the rope method where your fingers have to go, right? So let's say A and B is where your fingers go, and then you measure the rest of the rope. Remember, when you're starting at 0, you're starting at the rope where it began, and it is nowhere until the end of that rope, 1. So now if you really look at a cube and you see the center dot being 1, and you stretch out 1 all the way around, you end up with 8 plus 1 equals to 9. But when you're moving over with dots, and I started to do this and I stopped, but if you want to move over with dots, what's going to happen? I'm just going to do this quick, and I'm going to the fridge. When you want to move over with dots, right? Let's say you want to do 3, 65, 47. So what you're going to do is you're going to go 3, 1, 1, 3. That's what you're going to do. And let's say you want to do 12, 5, 89. So what you're going to do in 12, 5, 89, right, over 365, 47, is you're going to go 1, 3, 3, 1. And this is the culling of the moon, of of the moon, and also as well as you're going to end up with this and the cube. Because what's happening is 11 times 11 times 11 equals 1331. The movement of 13 31 13 or 31 13 31 equals 75 and equals 257. That 5775 is the numeric value for the moon. It's a higher altitude number, means I must divide it by 2, 3, and 4 to see where it is. But I only divide it by 3 because the cubonic world is the truth. And that cubonic world divides by 3, 9, 27, 54. Or is that 162? And that 162, again, the birth in the moon. So where am I inside of this? Yes. So when this happens over here, what I do is I'll go onto the Google. Shouldn't say that. Whoa. I don't even know what this is here. Oh yeah, this is it. So I'm gonna go for wow, what did I just say? The moon. Just let me see. Oh yes. Orphelin roulette. So you go to Orphelin roulette and you pick up this wheel over here. And you check out the wheel 1776, 876, 21 the cube, splitting of DC, the gateway of the sixth light, 6 and 8, what is in between 7, 19 the spirit, AI. 57, you come to the opposite side, 21, either it's sitting on 20 or it's sitting on 1, whichever way you want to look at it. You have 20. You could have the ring. I don't know which way you want to look at it with the birth. You see the 9. You see the 6 is in dark because it's death, but the 9 is forever, continuous red. It's continuous movement. That's the way I want to look at it. Where you got 34 is created from 31. Where you have 14, it's not in that part. But anyways, 21, 35, 66, 75, 57, 75, orphelins. I don't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. It's all over the world. Whatever I use, whatever equations I use, everything is all over the world. They play it in all the casinos. They use the dice. For me, they had no choice. There is no choice. I believe conscience runs rampant. It is not within our bodies, and it's not without our bodies. We come into this world and our conscience surrounds us. Our innate ability to just know without any explanation. But over time and human fleshy robotic adjustments, they have changed our ability to be able to receive. But we come to the end, and at the end, what is so lovely about the end, it is not the end and a cliff where you end up at the bottom. It is at the beginning, because the cliff is all up here. That is where the cliff is, and how to survive under any circumstances, and to learn and to take nothing for granted. But then we all become crazies. So let's just put this aside for right now. I need to get something to drink in the kitchen and take a 2-minute break. I'm going to come here and there's something behind me. Okay, what do the equations stand for? Which equations? The equations come from the equations. They are what they are. In reference to, first of all, you have to give me something more direct. But I use it just on, if we're the children of God, then this is a game. I'm playing a game. There's no reality other than the reality you can imagine within your own mind. If we can put all these numbers into a game, it'll show you what the game really is, because all these numbers harmonize with words, harmonize with games, harmonize with the zodiac, harmonize with sports. If it is a word and it is a letter, it has a geometric shape in which they call that letter. The letters are in different number values in the basic alphabet that we know, A through Z 26, or in Gematria 1 through 7, or in Chaldean through 8. Then we have to understand each one of these houses, and it is very, very disturbing tonight. This is the second or third night. This is not good. They just put up 3 new lights in front of me. They just changed 2 more lights in front of me, the cell lights, and I hear them way more than ever before. Way more than ever before. So I was talking about, I have to get a drink. I'm coming back. I want to get back to memory. Okay, yes, I believe these numbers will give us the answers to life. And there is a gentleman named Robert Edward Grant. He's not the only one that makes these incredible designs connecting dots. And when you connect dots, what happens is we're getting the same, like, I don't know which way you want to go. You have to take this design and take a look down here. Put a couple of guitar strings on this, and this is the head of your guitar. But you all see it as a diamond, and turn it over, you see it as the Superman logo, but it's not. And I'm going to be losing myself. And then there's this over here. And you have to have formation. Everything we were given is a skeleton. Even Rubik's Cube, skeleton. Everything has to be pulled apart in Rubik's Cube and put out to a certain point, a certain strategic zone. This is the roulette wheel. The cube is created because I connected a red wire to a black wire to what is in between area space. 2, 5, and 8 are in between. The 7th gate goes straight down in its own zone. I do not crisscross to create wires, otherwise than passing through this area here, the 120 zone, to what is the 60 by 60 zone, the 8 corners, the 6 corners. There is never 8. There is never 8. And when there's 4, it's a walk. And if the final 6th pitch, if the final pitch comes in, what number pitch that will give you a result? What pitch is that? Now, the thing is, there's some questions, of course. Can it be a pitcher of water? Can it be a pitch as in a squeal? But no, in baseball, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 6th pitch will be called off as the pitch of action. Either it will be 4 and 2, and you will get to the divided gates. You will take a walk to first base. Or it'll be a 3rd strike. It'll be 3 and 3. It then will be 6 and 9. The divided gates of the sun cube. You just SO'd, struck out. 19 and 15. You hit Mars and AI at the same time. S and O, the initials. Why should we not use the initials? Why not understand a word for what its letters represent in the position that they are in? So I'm going to the kitchen, going to pick up something to drink, come back, and what were we going to answer? I wanted to finish with the vibration to Mars and the answer to I'd have to look back. I sometimes really forget badly because there's so many things. What gates? When you draw, hold on a second. I use the word gate because of this drawing over here. You see, in gematria, you count up to 7, and then you count down. But we have odd numbers and we have even numbers. And then you have odd numbers and even numbers. So by counting up 1, 3, 5, and then 7, you are looking at your cube. Let me see if I can get the cube in here. Hold on a second. Let me see. Anything in my camera go in here? No. So when you look at the cube, right, you have a 1, 3, 5 in the cube. So when you get over here to number 3, here's number 3, here's number 1, it's connected by number 2. So it's a chain link. Number 5 and number 7 are chain link to 6. But now on the downslope, chain link 7 is also chain link to 6. So it becomes 6, 6, and 7. 7 and 6 is 13. First, it's the first 7. But when you chain the link, it becomes 7 and 6, and then 7 and 6, 13 to one side and 13 to the other side, 26 equaling to 19. I'm going to have to go back to the strikeout in a minute. So what happens in here is I'm not really sure which way we can look at this. Now, what happens over here in this area, if you're following me, right here, okay, is number 8. Number 8 is right over here. In between half of 7 and in between the inside walls of 6. I use 4 areas for A, B, C, D, making every square valued at 10 by adding up 1, 2, 3, 4 as A, B, C, D. Also understanding that the 2, 4, 6, 8 are the in-between ribs which connect 1, 3, 5, and what is 7 in the first dimension. When you come down here at number 8, okay, and you pick up the dice cube, you have the 2 cubes. If you put this on number 8, then you are going to come back on what is number 6. So on the dog, the god, the game, the card, rotating around area 51, Mars. So if that's what's happening, here is 6, here is 6, and here is 6. And we're going to go back again. And what's going to happen is 8's going to be right over here. It's going to go 6, 8, 6, 36 by 8. So anyways, it's going to come back here. And then this is 6. But that's not the only one. There's going to be 6 and 2, 8, 5 and 1, 6. There's going to be 4 and 4, 8, 3 and 3, 6. The division between day and night, the rotation of the sun, Mass, Christmas comes in, the gateway, 66. These 3s are dividing both sides. They become a 0.5 to each side. It's like the raptor comes in. It's a partial to each side, these 3 dots. You do notice that the dots, there's only 2 dots in the even position, and it is only on the number 6. There are no other dots on the even position that partake in this calendar. The dots are in the corners or in the center. 2, 4, 6, 8 doesn't exist, except when you come to 6 this way, 4 and 6 exist, equaling to DC, creating the bridge to the heaven. Maybe call it London Bridget. Otherwise, it is the I, the gateway to the heavens of birth, of ABC. So if it was this one over here, what was I saying about the other one? Yes, this is 2 times 8, 2 plus 8, 16 and 10, 26, equaling to the dog, equaling to what our cycle is. So this would be 26. This would be 34. 8 is the difference of the heavens of DC. So now I'm going to the kitchen. Now I'm taking 2 minutes. I will come back and see if I can continue on to two pieces where the strikeout 19 and 15, okay, come in, where Pluto fits in. I call this the Cubonic, why I believe, okay, let me just go. If we want to win what's going on in this world, we have to get 1.8 billion people onto our side by just knowing about this and this and this. And there's a good chance we can convince 1.8 billion people something. The story about the cube says Allah. It says 7 come 11. It says 18 is heaven. It says Venus is what is, why the French say 420, 80, 4 times 20, is because it's what is happening here and here, and numerating out of here added to the alphabet. What is 9 times 26? And then on each level, what is 9 times 26? $234. 666 and 234 plus 666 equals 2, the 90-degree angle. That is exactly where our life is, in that corner. We are in a double, as far as I see it, on, maybe it should be flipped upside down, but we're in a double negative energy. We're living at the 225-degree mark. In fact, time is the 235-degree mark, and we're living, okay, our skeleton, okay, that means a single line that divides the void, is at the 225 mark. In fact, it's between 216 and 234. That is the marking. And the 234 and 666 brings us over to 190 degrees. And the other way, we would be coming at, let me see, 216, 234. We have to make the 90 degree. So we have 666 to make this. Here we'd have to make the 180 degree. So we would have to make 036. 036. Okay, going to the kitchen. Let me see what was written down. And no, never heard of Valorant. Never heard of it. What are the gates? Joe, baseball. Another thing about baseball is that when you go into the 10th inning in French, and I keep juggling this between English and French because it just brings everything up. When you come into the 10th inning, they say dimanche. The word 10 in French is D-I-X. And manche is M-A-N-C-H-E. So it's, what it is D exists in French is valued at 37, and where 10 in English is valued at 39, and it fits. In French, it fits directly on the pole, 2, 5, and 8 area, where 10 fits where 3, 6, and 9 is. It becomes a 1 and 3 at the end. Anyways, irrelevant. VIX in Roman numerals is 509, or 50-9, or a fox pass. But don't take it as that. Don't take it as 9 times 500. Or 9 times 50. Do it as 8 times 50. So now you're at 400. Plus, you need the 50 to get you need the chip. You need the original chip in order to get the rest. And what I'm talking about is when you have 9, you have 1 around 8. When you have 9, you have 2 within 7. When you have 9, you have 3 within 6. When you have 9, you have 4 within 5. That's how you have 9. And this is on the cube. When you create 9, all the small numbers, where do the small numbers come from? Is it just a number, or can we create it from the basic of 4? If we started at the A, B, C, D mark and actually started from D outward, okay, I don't have E in the game right now, okay? Although once you get to the center, D, A plus B plus C plus D, A plus B plus C plus D becomes 10, 10. This center will now become 20 because they're together. The outsides will be 66 or 12 total, 10 and 12. Now I'm going to go back to an equation I did a few, maybe 20 minutes ago. I hope I didn't lose the page. Hold on a second. And I'm going to have to finish with this also, what this was about. Oh my God. And I don't want to lose that equation. So just hold on a second. I want to see what I did with that equation. So let me put a ruler in between not to lose this page. We still have to finish with this equation. Jackson 5, don't forget that, very important. Because everything started with just 1, 1, and 2. Remember that. 1, 1, and 2. Everything began with 1, 1, and 2. All right, this part also I didn't want to forget. This is the Mars star that cuts everything up. And this is the Earth star. This cuts everything into 8. This cuts everything into 9. So when Venus comes in, okay, numeric value 81 for 18 wheelers on the road, it's 1 times 8, 1 plus 8, equaling to 8, equaling to 9. In this equation, you're talking about this star system. Now, can we do the star system any other way? No, we cannot. This is the only way it can be done. This will get what, 8 and 1 to the center. I don't know what the whole shebang of what we're going to do with everything here because there's other equations, but we do have to remember that at the bottom of your telephone, okay, we do have this, and it never shows 8. Remember, it's never going to show all 8. It's going to show 6 of 8. DC, that's what it's all about. When this one runs in through this size, what will happen is because there's no center, it'll create 4 X's. So right away, this is going to create 96. Plus the original X that we came in to get into the game will equal to 120. But really, I should be subtracting it because it's the core to get into the game. So I shouldn't add it on. So it's a 24-hour day of the rotation of 33, Christmas 1. Everything is about A and B, stand. Everything is about A and B, stand. Where is this? Mercury rises. Why did I do this? What was I working on? Yes. What this star system over here, we're down back to roulette for a second. Okay, I want to get into roulette just for a second. What happens is when you put a chip on each corner, that will pay 8 to 1. When you put a chip in between, okay, like that, that'll pay 17 to 1. 4 times 17 is 68. The chip in the center is 35. When that happens, the board must be a minimum this size, because on this size, you can find all the bets. So this one will give you, this one here is only going to give you 4 times 8, equaling to 32 plus 35, equaling to 67 plus your 5 chips equals to 71 plus the 1 that went straight on. So you got the gateway to the quarter world. 4 times 72 equals to 288 plus 72 for what is your quarter life, equaling to the 360 degrees plus the clock, 547, the clock. 22 is for life extension. I think of the heavens of ape. Where else am I going to get with that? Yes. So the other board inside of this board over here, it becomes 68 the gateway, okay, to the house planet. Where do I get the word house planet? HOUSEPLENT. The 16th, the 12th, the 1st, the 14th, the 5th, and the 20th. The 16th letter, the 12th letter, the A is the first letter, N is the 14th letter, E is the 5th letter, T is the 20th letter. 20 plus 5 is 25, ET. Plus 14 is 39, angel, ET angel, 39. 40, 52, 68. House, 8 and 15 and 21 and 19 and 5, 23, 33, 40, 44. Area space, and 19 and 5, 24. So that's 24, 45, 55, 65, 68. 68, 68. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. The word cat. Okay, the word cat. The word cat is number 24. That will create 6 and 8. I'm going to go get a drink. I'm going to come back. There's so much. It just doesn't stop. Now, the thing is, where is it going to take us? Arts and entertainment. It's going to build us something. All I need, what I believe I need, is not only to work with many other people, but an interactive system where somebody creates me the software that I need for my idea, which is very simple. Put in all the mathematics that I basically do with star system math, divisions of all these numbers, of all the numbers, and we're going to do all of them. I know basic ones I want to pull out. So there's certain numbers I need to pull out for certain reasons, like number 1, 3, and 7. And 1, 3, and 7 is 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. Okay, will equal 3, 4, and 7. And the 1, 4, and 7 is the cycles that we run. We run this cycle. And when we run this cycle, everybody seems to say, hey, 7 months of 31 days, 4 months of 30 days, 1 month of the 28 days. But there are 13 months of 28 days. There are 4 months where we add on 2 days more. And there are 7 months we add on 3 days more, 2 and 3. Remember that. Passing between the 7th and the 4th month, we must pass 5 and 6. We're passing by 11. Passing between 7 and 8, we're passing between 5 and 510. The center area between 2 areas. Just need to understand. So I'm going to the kitchen. I'm going to come back. No, you know what? You're not the first person who said about Valorant. Let me see that. Does anybody know Valorant? Let me look it up. How do I get there? Valorant. I don't know what it is. What is it? What is it? I'd have to look at images. Let me look at images. I'll tell you if it's worthwhile. Colors are nice. Okay, could be spam. I don't know. Do you know Valorant? Okay. Oh, you're a gamer. I see Turtwig Pokemon. Is that normal? What do cell lights say? Hold on a second. Living in your walls. What does the equation stand for? There's something behind you. I like your hat. How do I donate? On my YouTube page, there is a PayPal link. I can put that up. My email address. I can give you my email address. Actually, I think it's right up there, right there on somewhere on my page. You have to look for it. You have to know I don't take very many people seriously out here, eh? You know what world we're in? This cyber world. I do my thing. I do the best that I can do. It doesn't matter what you say, how you partake. Any word you might say is actually a word that any word you speak, any word you type is because you are part of the game. You are part of the larger puzzle. You are not saying what you want to say all the time because of your choice. If you are ignorant and stupid and choose to use an alternative way of getting fame, that is fine, but fame from one, also I have to know that it is going to be part of my twist into opening something, giving me more of a zen to just care and not care. Yeah. So I'm not sure. Is anybody still here? So I'm going to go get something to drink. I'm going to come back for a few more minutes. I'm going to work on this. Remember, moon comes first. After moon, no, male and female come first. Then the moon comes. But when the moon comes, the AI comes. When the AI comes, there's a crisscrossing world that shows up. The BI world, the 2 through 9, and the AH world, that is the cubic world. At the same time, in the cubic world, what happens? It gets broken down between A and F. And in A and F, all you are going to do is you are going to go A through E, in which is the Mars system. And then you are going to go B through F. Your face 13, the F letter. The F letter is also to be found in a percentage sign. It's hard to exactly explain it, but there is a design in the percentage sign that when you create 6 and 9, then I'm going for my drink. When you create 6 and 9, you create the percentage sign, right? At the same time, you create 9, and then you go the other way and you create 6. Okay, and that's your percentage sign. But I don't like to end there. I need a little bit more, we need to have a little bit, right? God said we gave form, right? So if we're giving form, how should we give form? Should we give form this way? 88. Hold on a second. Should I do it that way? 88, 88, 8, 88, 8, 88. See, if I took this and flipped it onto the other side, right? You see only this. These are chevrons, right? We're allowed 3 chevrons. I think when you run your cars down the highway, it'd be 2 chevrons. But what happens with this is we end up with these 2 dynamics over here. We end up with these 2 dynamics. And this would be one passage, and this would be the, see my pen? See, we would passage this way, the other passage this way. I'm trying to see, do I finish? So this is basically, if I can see it, I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to climb the, so I'm not really sure exactly what this whole thing is going to look like at the end. You see the way it goes up that way, and then it seems like it goes in that way, and then maybe I'm just trying to see what is going to happen. Can I go here? Do I do it this way, Or do I do it this way? Can I do it this way and then put another dot here so we can go down here and up here and then through here? So the basic 69 of what we all have been looking at is only a skeleton to something that is deeper and more. Because if you can see, we have raised a little tunnel over here. Well, over here, I have raised that same tunnel. But if I take this side the same way I took this side, we are going to have another cube. So then if I did that, we would then be having our 1 level, 2 levels, and then we'd start having different levels of 88. I'm just asking that question. And now we would have, let me see, what would it be this way, or would it be this way? And now we'd have another level coming here, like 3 towers. Now I can put another tower in between here. I'm going to get something in the kitchen, going to come back. I know there's 2 more people here. I want to take a look what's going on. Give me a minute. Let me refresh, come back for the next hour. Take a look at my jiggly thing over here. You don't mind? Let's take 5 minutes and less. Is that okay? Before I do that, is anybody here at all? There's still so much I haven't covered. Sorry, I fool around a lot. You know, we need a little bit of entertainment with this. You must have giant hands. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, so 1 second here. Okay, I had to put that guy on timeout. And I just want to put that guy on timeout. I got to put that on timeout because that's not proper, you know. Usually I let anybody in here. So what are the gates? 12:55. It's 1:24. You know what? There's one of us left. What if we pick up tomorrow and I finish off, start fresh? Let me just go back and see. I know there was a few things I didn't mention that I must mention, and that is the 432. So what it is for Mars, okay? Okay, everybody's gone now? Okay, we're going to pick up tomorrow. We're going to talk about Mars 432. We're going to try and create and recreate this design. And inside of here, it's showing me that this is a full space, but this is not a full space. So what's going on between 1, 5, and 5, and 1? 1, 5, and 5, and 1. Thank you for watching this video. Let me look on Facebook and see if anybody's there. View on Facebook. View on Odyssey. I need to see somebody still here. I'll come back. I don't mind coming back. I'd love to come back. I'd really love to come back, but it really shows really nobody. And then Facebook, nobody. And you know what? I wouldn't even know if anybody was here. Let me do this. I wouldn't even know if anybody was here. So, and it is late, you know. So yeah, we got a lot to do tomorrow. I'm going to try and catch up with what I could. You can see my eyes. That's fine. I'm in the fabric of space. You already know who I am, where I am. The game is over. The game has never been rigged. That's the way the game went. Rigged. So the rigged game comes in with the rigs, and they call them 18-wheelers from where 18-wheeler town comes from. So we have to understand Western E-World, W Western Star, Peterbilt Western Star, Peterbilt Western Star. Anyways, Galactica stars, Western stars, and Peterbilts. We got to think about this. Let me write that down. Not this pen again. Let me see. Western Star, Peterbilt, Mack Truck. I'm going to have to look up. I'm not going to think of anything else, just these three trucks right now. I don't want to put in GMC or International Harvester or anything like that. In fact, that logo of Mars, I think, can be looked at as International Harvester. International Harvester. International, intern, turn, tear, intern, inter, intern, na, tan, nat, ten, I. Remember that AI. Remember. Wow, this is really crazy. This is really crazy. Let me show you the camera here. Let me show you the camera. It says 5, right? I don't believe there's 5. Let me see something. Shut this off. Shut this off. Shut this off. Shut this off. I think they're all me because this is really crazy. Shut this off. Whoop. Hold on a second. Shut this off. Shut this off. Okay, let me go over here. I just want to see something. Oh no, this, you see, this doesn't make any sense, right? I'm just shutting my pages here. Okay, this makes absolutely no sense at all. Zero. I just eliminated all my pages. Then I got a flash of where it showed like an old from like how can you call it, like something from the old times that you would see like on your phone. It would show lines, and then all of a sudden people started showing up, and it's just really going really wild. Where are all these people coming from? 4. I mean, it's not a big deal, but since there is somebody here, I was going to end it, but I'm taking a 5-minute break. I'm really sorry. It's been a half an hour since I said this. And I'm going to stay up another 20-25 minutes after this, going over some numeric values with some small reason, maybe with some big reason. I want to plug my phone at the same time. I believe that in order to understand the finite of science, you must understand what your numbers mean. If you understand what your numbers mean, you can delve deeper into the, I don't know if I want to say into that vibration or whatever it is, that minute area, in order to capture whatever you're capturing in that science. Numbers, the alphabet, where does all the information come from? And I like to say these are great assets right over here. In fact, if we have a few of them, oh, you can't even see it. You know what it is? It's these. So I'm going to leave you with one picture, food for thought, and then we're going to take 5 minutes. I'm going to leave you with either this or with this. So if you can make this bigger, you can take a look at it. This is the gematria scaling of life. This is living on the pole. You can never have 8, only 6 of 8. And remember, they're all skeleton designs. So you can have this one over here. This one here is the roulette table. This one is 1, 2, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 144 area spaces. And the directive to do this, it comes from the roulette table. And yes, I did add on a few cobwebs myself, in which it should actually be, this is what it should actually be. Let me see. I think I have another one. Oh, yeah, it's this one here. See the cubes in each of the worlds? Here's the basics of the roulette. X1, Y2, X1, Y. XY chromosome, I don't know. sets up of 4, sets up of 2 and 2. So I can leave you with that if you want. That's the roulette board. I'm not sure what you want to see, but I'm definitely taking 5 minutes. And here, maybe you just want to look at the, no, you want to just look up. Or how about just looking at, I don't know. I'm just thinking. I don't know. Okay, if I don't I don't know. I just let me leave it like this. There. Okay. 5 minutes. 5 minutes or less. Hopefully it's worth it. I need to change my shirt. Way too hot. I need something to drink. It won't even be 5 minutes. It won't even be 5 minutes. It won't even be 5 minutes. I just need to I'll be back in 1 minute. You know, lately I'm getting getting I'm getting a lot of garbage coming on here. So I'm just going to do 1 or 2 more things, and it is late, 1:30. And what it is I'm going to keep it at base. Mars is number 51. You want to say the O is the 15th letter. So every time you say O, say, can you see? O, O, okay. O, say, can you see? Oh, say, can you see? SCYS 1371. Oh, say, can you see? By the dawn's early light. 77. 7 with 1 3, 7 with 1 2. I'm just looking. Anyways, I don't want to get into that. So what we have is Mars. And Mars is number 51. So I say I can do that piece of artwork right there. And then I can do that piece of artwork right here. This would be the more legit piece of artwork. And I can create that right there. And I can do that right there. Therefore, I can do that right there. And I can create the ship. Is this where I create the ship? Or is it with Earth? In which, with Earth, Earth is number 52. So I can create 52. And with it, I can create what it is. But if you notice on both of them, there is no center to divulge my reason for doing this in this. The only reason I have is in order to do this. Okay, so it could be either or. It could be the upper one or the lower one. So I'm questioning what that is. Otherwise, I would have to create, and then once you put Earth this way, okay, in this scenario, it works out to the same thing. But in this scenario, it shows me something different. I have one to the top left and one to the bottom right. I have this scenario over here or this scenario over here. It's hard to explain. I wish I could. And you also have 986. Anyways, that's just very minor. I just work with it this way. So when I star system this is the star system I get out of Earth. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I get a 12 star on Earth, which is going to give me the purple star. Star equaling to 39 plus 19, which is AI, the S letter. Where we get all these, we get it through 19, 09, and 29. That's where 39 comes from. The S letter, which means we go A to H and we go B to I. We're working with numbers and the face numbers of the cube off that calculator over there. So we'd be working with that base number. So this is a 12 star and this is an 8 star. Now, is it just relevant that they come together, working together? Okay, the 8 star and the 12 star, and it's 2 times 6, 2 plus 6, equaling to 12, equaling to 0, 8, equaling to 20. It is 4 times 4, equaling to 16, 4 plus 4, equaling to 0, 8, equaling to 24. Further on somewhere, there's an answer for what this is, and it has to do with the purple star. Why the purple star? 12 in pool is purple. It is also creation of the E world. 1 and 2 is everything. 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 1 between 2, everything. So what you have over here is we cannot go from A all the way to I or B. So what we do is we go A all the way to H because the alphabet ends on H. And then we go to B and I because it's on the interior. It's on the interior. The 2, 6, 8, 4, and 9 is over here in the center. 9 is in area dot 1. 9 is in area dot 1. Position 5. Vibration 2, 3, and 4. 8, 7, and 6. 1, 1, and 1. Reverse cube 6, 6, and 6. 9 should be counted now to understand that if every dot had a 1 value, that every side would have a 9 value. That if every side had a 9 value and every dot had another value because it was on the same side, then every dot would be valued at 9, then every side would be valued at 81. But it wouldn't be valued at 81 as so, it would be 72 and 9. 72 would be the ring, and 9 would be the pole. Did I get that right? No, I didn't get that right. Let me see that again. Yes, yes, yes. 72 and 9. And then this would be multiplied. Okay, and then this would be multiplied times 5 equaling to 360. And then this will be multiplied by 5 equaling to 45. And I have to give you a reason for this, is because there are 6 sides. But when you roll the dice, 5 sides show up. 1 side is at the bottom. 5 sides show up. 1 side is at the bottom. So this 72 is, let me see if I got this whole thing right. Let me see if I got this whole thing right. An entire side, there's 81. Let me see if I got this right. Everyone is 9. There's 81. There's 81 per face. 9 per dot. 81 per face, 9 per dot. Minus 9 for the pole equals to 72 face. Times 5 faces equals to 360, multiplied by 4 equaling to 1440. So there are 1440 minutes in a day. We have to do it by 4. We need to do 4 cubes. So now I have a cube. This cube will equal to 72 to a face times 4 faces equals 288. Now, I will take only the upper face, right, which is the pole, and I will take that upper face pole, and that's going to give me, I'm just trying to think, the other 72 plus equals to 360. But this is the pole. I'm trying to think of something different. Because I'm only getting 72 on each side, I'm going to take what is missing from each side, which is 9. 9 times what is missing from each one is 9 times 5 sides equals to 45 is what is missing. 45 is missing, plus the 81 to the one side that is underneath. Here I'm adding it silently to give me 360. Now I am adding it with its true value to what is left over going towards the pole. And that actually, it shouldn't be on all the sides because there's only one pole here and one pole here. So there's only really 3 poles. Okay, so there's only really 3 poles. I'm just trying to think, but I'm working with the 9 face and the 3 poles. So I got the 6 face and the 3 poles. So 6 face, 3 poles. I'm just trying to think. I have 3 faces with no poles. There's 81 no matter what. So it's 72 plus the poles. Okay, I'm just not going to include that. That's okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take all the poles and put them underneath or put them to the top. So there's 45 left over plus the bottom is 135. So I'm trying to think if there's a difference out of this whole thing. 288 and 135. Well, it's really freaky because what I just did is I added 288 and 135. When you add it to a single digit, it gives me 324. So I just went 18 by 18, 324 plus 18 and 18, and it gives me 360. But it's not here nor there. Irregardless, let's not count it. Just note that time in Mars, here is A, B, C, okay? But it is A and B equals to C. A plus B equals to C. A times B equals to B. C plus B equals to 5. A, B, C, Jackson 5. A plus B plus C equals to 6. 5 and 1, 6. 5 and 1, 6. What takes place inside of here is what is 99. 2, 3, and 4 over here, 2, 3, and 4 over here. When I multiply it, 2 times 3 times 4 equals to 24, equals to 24. Call it the dividing gate. 2 and 4 is 6, 2 and 4 is 6, 6, 9 in rotation. This will equal to 6, this will equal to 6, this will equal to 5, and our rotation will be 41, 41. And that rotation we're taking inside the DNA of the sun is going to show up. Just 1 second. Do I have this? This one over here. That's our creation inside of space. Anyways, I'm very, very tired. I can't think anymore. There's so many things going on. Hey, McBride. Yeah. Okay. Ciao. Good night. Good night, Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Tired.